So there we were, gathered for our annual family picnic at Walnut Grove Park. As usual, Aunt Linda had outdone herself with the food spread, and my cousin Timmy was already face-deep in the potato salad. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and the buzzing sound of cicadas was drowned out only by the laughter of our family. It was almost perfect, except for the fact that Uncle Bob had been acting a bit different lately. We all noticed it when he arrived wearing a shirt that read Spud Life and carried a burlap sack. Just as the burgers were hitting the grill, Uncle Bob stood up, clinking his fork against a glass to get our attention. "I've got an announcement," he declared. We all paused, forks mid-air, half expecting him to reveal a new car or perhaps an exotic vacation plan. "I'm quitting my job to become a full-time potato whisperer," he said with a beaming smile. At first, we laughed, thinking it was one of his usual dad jokes. But then, he pulled out a potato from his sack like it was a magic trick and introduced it as Yukon Goldie. By the time dessert rolled around, Uncle Bob had set up a small booth, complete with a sign that read "Potato Consultations, free today only." People from other picnics started wandering over, curious about the commotion. Soon, there was a group discussion about the psychological needs of root vegetables, with Uncle Bob nodding sagely, insisting that potatoes needed more emotional support than any other vegetable. Someone even brought a couch over for Yukon Goldie to sit on, and the whole scene was so ridiculous that we were all in stitches. As the sun began to set, Uncle Bob stood up one last time to thank everyone for their support of his new career path. Just then, a little girl from a neighboring picnic ran up with a potato in her hands. "Mr. Potato Whisperer," she said earnestly, "my potato wants to give you a raise." With that, she handed him a dollar bill, taped to a tiny potato. Uncle Bob took it with a grin, turned to the crowd, and said, "Looks like I'm really mashing it in my new job." And that, my friends, is how Uncle Bob became the most spudtacular character of our family.